Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's the Woman of God, your favorite woman. I'm here, guys. You already know what it is. We are lit on this channel for the Most High God. We're going up for God. And that's period, that's point, and that's blank. Okay. Now, guys, I hope you guys had a happy and blessed and holy, restful Sabbath day today. And I pray you guys got into a Bible verse, gave God 10 minutes of your time today, set a timer, and literally gave God 10 minutes of your time. And if you did that, you will surely be blessed. You will reap the benefits of being obedient. Okay? And so, guys, I love y'all out there. I hope everybody having a great night. But I did want to come back on here, guys, because if you watched my video last Saturday, I read from the book of Enochs and we read chapter 1. And so I said I want to do a thing where every Saturday I come on here and I read from the book of Enochs so we can get a, deeper understanding of why they took these books out of the Bible, because it has to be a reason why they took the book of Enochs out of the Bible, the book of Jubilee. It's a lot of other books that they took out the Bible. These books have to have deeper meaning than what they say. And so, guys, chime in the comments. Drop a comment and let me know, have you read the book of Enochs? Let me know your opinion on the book of Enochs. But I know my opinion on the book of Enochs. God is leading me to the book of Enochs to share this with his people. And so, guys, we're going to read today from chapter 2. And it reads, "Observe ye everything that takes place in the heaven, how they do not change their orbits, and the luminaries which are in the heaven, how they all rise and set in order, each in its season, and transgress not against their appointed order. Behold ye the earth, and give heed to the things which take place upon it, from first to last, how steadfast they are, how none of the things upon earth change, but all the works of God appear to you. Behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds, and dew, and rain lie upon it." Chapter 3. "Observe and see how in the winter all the trees seem as though they have withered and shed all their leaves, except 14 trees which did not lose their foliage, but remain the old foliage from 2 to 3 years till the new comes." Chapter 4. "And again, observe ye the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth, over against it, and up, and you seek shade. Let me read this again. "And again, observe ye the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth, over against it, and you seek shade and shelter, by reason of the heat of the sun. And the earth also burns with growing heat, and so you cannot tread on the earth or on a rock by reason of its heat." Okay? So basically, This chapter is saying, hold on one second, guys. Boiler, go sit down, please. Let mommy make this video. Give me a second, please, okay?
Okay, I'm looking for Taylor Carter.
It's upstairs. Go get it.
Okay.
Excuse me, y'all. That's my baby. Got a lot of energy. Y'all understand. If you got a toddler running around, you know that they have lots of energy. Okay. So, in the book of enochs, chapter 2, God is saying, observe ye everything that takes place in the heavens. These are the seasons that God gives us, which is summer, winter, and spring. And God is saying everything stays the same. Don't nothing change. Okay? And so if we think about it, every time the winter time comes, what happens to the trees? From their big, bright green, shady, all the leaves that's on the tree, they eventually wither away. Right? And they make room because winter is getting ready to start. So the trees wither away. And God said all trees do that except about 14 trees. There's 14 trees on this earth that when the season change, it stays the same. The leaves stays on it. And it keep its foliage until the new ones come. That's pretty amazing. But God said, observe ye everything that takes place in the heaven, how they do not change their orbits and their luminaries, which are in the heaven, how they all rise and set in order, each in its season, and transgress not against their appointed order. So God said he set up the seasons to the point where they are in order. They follow a divine order. And they do not transgress against their opponent. That means they don't just try to be like, oh no, I don't want it to be summer, it's gonna be winter. Or they don't try to be like, they don't go against God's order, divine plan. And when it's supposed to be summer, it's spring. Or when it's supposed to be spring, it's summer. Or when it's spring, when it's supposed to be spring, is winter. No, God said every time, every year, around the same time, this order of the seasons happen and does not change. And this is God's work. Can't nobody tamper with God's work. It's his divine order. This is how he got it set up. So each year around the same time, the seasons change into what it's supposed to. And they do not transgress not against their opponent order. And they say, behold ye the earth, and give heed to the things which take place upon it, from first to last, how steadfast they are. How none of the things upon earth change. None of it is not a change. It happened at the same time every year. We can be dead and gone, and the season's still gonna be summer. Hold on, I'm sorry. Which come first? Spring, summer, winter. It does not change. Spring, summer, winter. Okay? Spring, summer, fall, winter. Okay? But all the works of God appear to you. So all this is appearing to us. We see this as a people living down here on this earth. We see that every year the seasons change at the same time in this order. in His divine order. We see God's work. Okay? Behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds, and dew, and rain lie upon it. So God said, behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds, and dew, and rain lie upon it. Okay? And then it goes on to say, observe and see how in the winter all the trees seem as though they had withered and shed all their leaves, except 14 trees which did not lose their forage, but remain the old forage from 2 to 3 years till the new ones comes. So at the same time, every year the trees wither away, the leaves fall off of it. All the trees except 14 trees does this every year at the same time. It does not change. This is God's divine plan and divine order. And again, he said, observe ye the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth, over against it, and you seek shade. So in the summertime, the sun is up, out, it's shining bright, it's hot. What we do in the summer, we seek shade under the trees. We want to have that shade, right? And shelter by reason of the heat of that sun. Growing heat, and so you cannot tread on the earth, Mommy, or on a rock by Mommy, reason or its heat.
I lost my passy.
Okay, go upstairs. It's on the bed.
Oh.
Okay? And so ye cannot tread on the earth or on the rocks by reason of its heat. So if you try to walk on the rocks, if you go try to walk outside with your shoes off, you can't. The ground is too hot because of the heat. It's hot outside. It's the summertime. And so that says a lot right there. And this is the book of Enochs. It's just telling us how God's work, how his order divine plan never changes. So if you want to look for God, look at the seasons. If you want to look at his work, his creation, look at the season. God said it does not change. It happens at the same time every year. Nobody can make the summer be winter, and nobody can make the winter be summer. No. Okay? Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see something really quick. So, and I'm noticing here, God, behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water. Okay. So God, this is the book of Enoch mentioning 2 seasons. He mentioned the summer and he mentions the winter. So the translation into summer, you can tell because the trees begins to bloom. The grass begins to grow. The sun becomes hotter. The days become longer. And when it's getting ready to transition into winter, the opposite happens. The days get shorter. The days get a little bit chillier. The sun is not as hot. The trees wither their leaves away in preparation for winter. Okay? And so the book of Enoch's mentioning only 2 seasons. Okay? 2. Winter and summer. He didn't say winter, summer, spring, fall. Somebody added them 2 in there or something. Because God said his divine order is summer and winter. And between those transitions, it's just the transition over to winter. So summer transition over to winter. Winter transitions over to summer. Okay? And so that's a lot to think about. That's a lot to observe. Because God said this does not change. It said in the seasons, the orbits does not change. It happens at the same time and at the same place every year. And the book of Enoch mentions only summer and winter. It says nothing about fall or spring. Okay? And so, I don't know. I'm just a messenger. Take it up with God. Because this is written. Okay? This is written. And people have been trying to switch up God's word for years. People have been trying to take things out of the Bible for years. They ain't tried. They have took things out of the Bible. They have switched things around. They have rewrote history. That have rewrote a lot of things in this life that we thought that was one thing. But if you go deeper and seek God and his knowledge and his understanding, he will reveal to you the truth. And so on this day, on this Sabbath day, we just read from the book of Enoch, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. You guys can go in and read it for yourself. God, ask God to give you the understanding and the knowledge. And I hope this message does not fall on deaf ears, okay? And I'm thinking I'm like 18 minutes in. And as the trees, the pictures behind me change, as you can see. It went from, y'all just seen, it was like a snowy winter mountain behind me. And now the trees are blooming and blossoming with flowers. And this is how you know the summer is nearby. Okay? It's a little time between summer and winter for it to transform into the next. Okay? And so I guess that's why they call it spring and fall. Because they say spring comes before summer and fall comes before winter. But God said it is only winter and summer. Okay? And winter, we're going to say summer. When this begins to be summer, we see the trees grow. We see the grass grow. We see the days get longer. We see the sun sit above the earth. We see the heat of the earth growing. We see that you can't walk on the rocks in the ground barefooted because of the heat. We see that we seek shade from the heat. And in the wintertime, y'all, it does the opposite. Have you ever learned your opposites? The opposite of winter is summer. The opposite of summer is winter. Cold and hot. Okay? And so when it becomes winter, the trees, They pretty leaves fall off. The pretty flowers fall off. The grass and everything withers. It becomes more cooler outside. The sun is not as hot. The days become shorter. And it's preparing itself for winter, the coldness, snow. Okay? And so with that being said, we just read from the book of Enochs. I love y'all guys out there. And again, we're going to continue this book of Enochs. Next, we're going to chapter 5, chapter 6. So stay tuned, y'all. And I love y'all out there. And until the next time, guys, love and peace. Bye.